Hi class, it's Crystal. I have a family emergency out of town, so I wasn't able to make the last class, but I am presenting my final project via YouTube, so please enjoy. What stood out to me the most in this class, one thing that really hit home for me, was the information within the class itself. Really, it just touched on all these points of all these simple and basic ways that we can all be green. You know, whether you choose organic food or use rainwater containment systems or whatever your lifestyle would allow you. There's just very small and simple changes that we can make to make a difference. So the one thing I want to talk about with you guys today is how I think I could become more green and teach my children and the people around me to become more green, and that would be through a small space or a patio garden. I know when I say patio, the first thing that might come to your mind is probably it's a space for lounging in a comfortable chair or a place where you can grill your food and eat outside. But have you ever considered your patio or deck space to be a garden to provide organic produce for healthier eating? Maybe an energy reducing alternative to cool your home, or maybe even a place to meditate and relax. I want to share with you some of the benefits that a patio garden can bring to our daily lives. I also want to share some of the history, a very brief history, of course, of the patio garden. I know back in the 70s that patio gardening was a very popular way to garden. A lot of the gardens that we would see were made of PVC pipe or of wood, or maybe even a combination of the two. Some of those had water containment systems that collected rainwater. They would flow through drip irrigation systems so that they required very little maintenance. People were doing what they could to stay in tune with nature, and I think that's something that we have forgotten to do along the way and that we really need to bring back. Hopefully by the end of this presentation I'll be able to show you and give you a better understanding of how a patio garden can benefit us and how easy it would be for us to maintain one, even here in the city of Phoenix. One of the benefits of a patio garden is giving us our own supply of organic fruits and vegetables. We can eliminate the use of pesticides because our crops are smaller and easier to maintain. Plus, there's virtually no travel time to get the crop from the garden to the plate, unless you consider the patio to the kitchen travel time. But it just ensures that we're getting the freshest, most organic choices in produce available to us. Another benefit to the patio garden is that it's a natural shade screen. I know that my own patio faces a lot of sun. I mean, I'm in the desert, and it's the sliding glass doors let in a lot of sunlight. So having a patio garden would actually put up a shade screen from the foliage that would be growing off of the garden, and this would be more in lines of a hanging patio garden. But, you know, it would allow for the shade, allowing cooler temperatures, so you wouldn't have to run your air conditioner as often. You might be able to actually keep it at a higher temperature. And also, you might even be able to enjoy more outdoor activities because the sun isn't beating down on the concrete, giving you a more enjoyable space to be, so you're not indoors all the time. The final example that I want to share about a small space or patio garden is that it would offer you a place where you could meditate and relax. If you opted to have more herbs and plants that provided more medicinal and maybe aromatic benefits for maybe overall mental well-being, health options instead of choosing over-the-counter pharmaceuticals, that would be another space. You could also go out and just have a nice tranquil space to enjoy nature. It would invite wildlife like birds that could bring an alternative chirping noise to busy downtown traffic, horns honking, etc. But also it invites things like butterflies and bees and dragonflies. And I'm not sure about you, but I really enjoy the sounds and sights of just nature right at my doorstep. So in conclusion, I think that we all have an opportunity to educate by example those around us on how easy and beneficial it is to make these small but simple green changes in our life. The patio garden is just one way that we can introduce a simple lifestyle change that will benefit us now and future generations going forward. I'm going to take the last few seconds to kind of show you what's behind me. I'm at my aunt and uncle's house, and they have a very small space which is about the size of a patio. They've got plant beds here with a composting bin underneath, as well as another bed in the back for melons and other types of plants. And then, can't really see them off in the distance, but there's upside down tomato plants hanging for tomatoes. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the last night of class. It was nice meeting all of you. Good night.